as we continue our bon voyage to Tex today, we can't do it without our next guest.
Yeah, when we first got little Tex Man, he was just a tiny puppy. Of course, that meant he needed proper training. Stephanie Bennett, owner of Believe in Dog Training, was the perfect person for the job. She is joining us now. Stephanie, we know this is a rough day for you too. Trying to break the ice with some puns. I know this is a tough time for you because you've worked so closely with our little man.
It is. It really is. You know, we always talk about relationship-based training because we say if you can become the center of your dog's universe, then the training will become easy. And that is how you reach the holy grail of dog training, by becoming the center of their universe, and then you are the biggest reward they can get. And so so I've been working with him since you first got him, and so we worked hard on this relationship. So we love each other.
And we can see this is in full display on how much Tex loves you, how much you love him, and I know this is so difficult for you. It's not easy. But taking him as a small puppy, you saw and recognized how special he was and knew that his role on television was going to be an easy transition for him. He was really able and willing. This was a neat trick that you taught him.
Yeah, that's how we started to teach him to hold the rose. I started with the chopstick, and that's how he learned to hold a rose so that we could. Yeah, we were doing the boop.
Yes.
Yeah, that was cute. Yes, I did know that. You know, when I love it. You know, everybody, you guys are so gracious about how well trained he is and all that. However, I can't take all the responsibility because he does just have a very nice natural temperament. And so he just kind of naturally was able to get used to, you know, all the things in the studio. And I remember when we went to the Galleria for the Santa picture, and he was very young still. And the Galleria, you know, is kind of crazy. And he was just like, he had no fears. He was just fearless from the very beginning. And he's just a really special guy because I work with a lot of dogs who have some fears of people and things. And he has this kind of natural therapy dog ability to where every person he meets, he loves, and he makes them feel special right away. And it's a real special thing. He's a real special dog.
Stephanie, one of the things you underscored in the very beginning was the socialization. I remember Courtney and I were looking at
Yes, we were.
Park. Introducing him, you suggested, to at least 100 people. I mean, here he met many more than that.
Right.
But you mentioned his temperament, and a lot of people, our viewers, are always commenting, he's such a good dog. How much of it is the training? How much of it was he just born with?
Yeah, it's an interesting question, this nature or nurture kind of a thing. And I think that, you know, when we have this kind of a situation that he's turned out so well, I think it's probably a little bit of both. Yeah. I really think it's a little bit of both. And, you know, it's hard to know what would have happened had we not done all that training, but he just made it real easy to accommodate all of that stuff. And we just didn't hit any hiccups along the way. It was just so perfect from the very beginning.
You know, we're seeing all kinds of video. That was his puppy going away party at Believe in Dog. You are the puppy whisperer.
Oh,
every puppy that comes in contact with you, you have this special relationship. What's great about Tex is he also had his charitable component. So he was in the community. His photo was being taken. He was on the show. So all of these things had to, he had to learn basically how to be on TV and how to be around people.
Yeah. Just by doing his teaching him very basic stuff. I mean, from the very beginning, being able to do these big photo shoots, he was like, okay, here I am. I'll wear whatever you want. I'll do whatever you want. Here I am. It's beautiful. That's my favorite picture.
Yes, from the early days. Look, he was listening to you. So many great photos, Stephanie Bennett, so many great memories, and we know you brought a little something for our Tex Man today as well.
I did. He's like, I'm very excited. So just a gift bag with all of his favorite treats, because I do know what his favorite treats are. So he doesn't love to share. So with his brother Charlie, they're gonna have to separate. But definitely he's got a best boy tag. However, I thought, well, since I might not see him for a while, he is going to graduate now, right? So he's got a graduation cap and then a diploma here too. So
oh my word.
For his graduation, of course, amongst his many treats, and then he's going to have a cupcake for him. Yeah, thanks,
good
buddy.
boy.
Oh, I think he loves them. And we know he loves you. Hopefully future play dates are in store.
I hope so.
It's not goodbye, just see you later, right?
Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
You bet. Thanks for sharing his last day with us as well, Stephanie.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was
Stephanie
beautiful.
Bennett, Believe in Dog Training.
You.
We cannot recommend her enough.